Hi everyone, this is Aid and welcome to Grammar Aid. Today we will talking about the difference between cry and weep. Have you ever thought about the difference between crying and weeping? These words are often used the same way, but they actually mean different things. So today we will discuss the difference between them. What is crying? Crying is a natural physical and emotional response to pain, sadness, or frustration. It involves the release of tears through the tear ducts. Tear ducts are small tubes in your eyes that help drain away tears. What is weeping? Weeping is a more intense and dramatic form of crying. It's usually associated with deep grief or overwhelming sadness. It involves a sustained release of tears and often involves visible physical manifestations like sobbing or gasping. Key differences in emotional expression. Crying expresses a range of emotions, from sadness to frustration to joy, while weeping primarily associated with deep sadness, grief, and loss. Physical differences in crying and weeping. Crying, tears are typically lighter and less frequent, while weeping, tears are heavier but more freely and often accompanied by audible sound. Situations when we cry and weep. Crying, common during sad movies, emotional conversations, or when feeling overwhelmed, while weeping, more likely to occur during times of intense grief, such as the loss of a loved one. Cultural perspectives on crying and weeping. Crying and weeping are interpreted differently across cultures. Some cultures encourage open expression of emotion, while others discourage it. Gender roles can also impact how crying and weeping are perceived. Gender roles often make it harder for men to cry because, society expects them to be tough and emotionless. Women can cry more openly, but they might still face criticism in professional settings. But over the years, this is changing as people now understand that showing emotions is important for everyone's mental health. Embracing the nuance between cry and weep. By the way, the word nuance means slight difference. Understanding the difference between crying and weeping allows us to appreciate the complex range of human emotions. It also encourages empathy and compassion for others as we navigate their individual ways of expressing sadness and grief. That's pretty much it, and I hope you learned something from this video. Again, I'm Aid, and I'm aiding your grammar journey.